Welcome once again. This is my radical rod. This is the existing body that I already have. As you can see, I've put some handles on it. I've made it in 3 pieces, actually 4 pieces. The sides, you can see I've joined it here, and this side. And they simply, the doors and the roof sit like this on your printer to build, and the front wall I have it actually standing up on the side. There's a little bit to clean up, but it works quite nicely. While we're in here, I've got a new steering wheel, as you can see. That just goes on there like that. It's probably best to put that on now. Sits in there nice. The front, it's the same front as the pickup hot rod, but I've also made another piece so it can actually hold the steering actuator, if you're into that. And there's a separate steering rod for the actuator one. This one, there's the same headlights, but as you can see, these rails are kicked down. And once again, off the other rod, these have been modified, so you only get chassis rails now. And they simply go on like so, and they'll be screwed in from the side. And the back is kicked up, as you can see there. And of course, that would go into this slot here. And the other one. Like so. And then, as you'll see later, what I've the radical rod has all exposed rear end. So this is the cross link to hold the rear spring. A couple of rear springs. They just sit in there like so. One screw at the top. And there's a couple of versions because there's a standard and a low ride one, which we'll be putting on this model. These fit straight in the back there like so. You can weld them on if you like, or glue them. We can put a screw in here. That's okay. I bought myself a new driver. Spin that around. You could glue these in as well, for whatever purpose you're doing. I imagine you could use a couple of bits of metal if you wanted to. This is new. Front stabilizers. I have remodeled the front here to fit these, so they simply go in the hole there and they get screwed on through there. Double screw. Screw him in. So on the other side, locks in quite nicely. Very nice. Once again, I've modified these bearings. So these are like a master bearing. The nut goes on the inside there, and then on the outside you can simply undo the screw and take the nut off. This is just the wheel off my last model, and simply goes on. And this time I've just got some 3mm, 25mm long screws that work pretty easily. Very nice. And the other side is here. While we're doing this, this is the steering rod. A lot of rods have them on the outside of the vehicle, so I thought, why not? That's just got to be attached here first. Of course, this is only a dummy one. Nicely done. Now the seats, I've made a new model seat, very light. You still have to make the support, but that just clips straight in into the hole there. And one screw in. Pretty straightforward stuff. This one broke off before, but I'm sure it'll still go in. I could actually make the base of those solid, I suppose. Maybe I'll do that. Not bad. Next, we can probably leave the spring. We'll go back to the body. Nice little thing I've done. Fuel tank. You can't beat these exposed fuel tanks. And I've just made a couple of holes. And we'll screw that on. Find the hole. There it is. You might like to use different screws, little round heads. These are just the small 4-gauge countersunk heads, something that I had handy. And I thought this would be really good, the body done up in like a patina finish. But I've got other things to do, so I'm moving right along. And I've got just a bolt here for this one. We can sit that on. Maybe we'll just do this. Flip her over. A couple of mounting points at the front here. I've used these little 4-gauge ones at the front. Oh, I forgot something. These ones. This is the gearbox support. Let's see if we can do a quick mod here. Oh, yes, looking good. Just pull that apart a bit. Liner in there. You should really put this on first. Make it easier for yourself. There we go. That's all right. Put that back on there. And finish this one. And the back, there's two at the back. Put that there, yes. It's looking alright. Oh yeah, I haven't put the nuts on the bottom there, but we've got nuts for them. We can do the grill. This is the grill that's been modified for this setup. Grill surround, I should say. Just go straight on. And this is the new grill that I made. The angle goes to the top and it slides in from the back there. And it's a tight fit, but it just clips in like so. Doesn't look too bad. You can sort of start to get the style of it. Looking at that, we better put that one on. That's this bolt. I just used a bolt here, but you could use a screw. The hole doesn't exist, so you've got to drill the hole just wherever it lines up for you. It's a bit tricky getting in there, but you can do it quite nicely. You can do that up later. Now the back. It's all about the rear. Quick change diff, 2-speed. Axles. Some rear links. There's a tail shaft. So basically, it goes like that. This is the front, so the long bits are at the front where they get mounted. Oops. You've got to put the links in first with the dowels pointing outwards. Like so. And these are 25mm by 3s again. Straight on the top. These holes are 4mm, so you could go 4mm if you wanted. I just had some 3mm around, so we're using 3mm. Do the nuts up. Yeah, if you were going to convert this to rotor control, you'd probably use your rear end off your RC stuff. And you can put that in there, like so, straight in, and that just goes straight through there. And really, it's just the one screw that holds it all together. Here, you could put a bolt in there if you're a bit concerned it's going to fall out. Line her up. Screw on. Then these ones just line up and go into there. You'd glue those on if you wanted to. Straighten that up. And I'm just using a bit of dowel now for a dummy axle. That's 6mm. Looks pretty neat. And I've just got a couple of wheels here from my other models. There is also a axle housing for a bearing, so you can put a bearing in the housing. Oh, we just put a bit of steering column on, which goes like this way. There it is, a little project that I've had going for the last few weeks. And what else has been the project? You can actually fit the V8 motor in there too, this stock standard one. If I take the body off, that it just slides straight over those supports there and sits nicely. So you can use the V8 motor, or I've been making this one, V8 327. I looked on the internet for blowers and that, and I made a blower. I increased the size of the distributor so it looks a bit more realistic. You've got the fuel pump on the front there, fuel lines up here, intake, and that simply goes in like that. I'm going to get it through that hole there and line up with there. That should be around the other way actually. Oh. So that goes to the front. Oops, it's fallen apart there. Unfortunately, I'll have to fix that up. I wonder if we can just take it out again like we did then. Flip that around, so this is at the back. When I was designing this, I just put the hole somewhere about there. But as you can see, it's can pretty well take it apart. Those are the screws. It's alright, and now we'll put this in the motor from upside down so you can see how she goes in. See that? Beautifully fits together there. And it sits on this wicked angle. Now we'll just put it down here. Grab the camera. Just a better shot. Yeah. So as you can see, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, quite happy with that. I like it. Very low to the ground. There we go. Thanks for watching.